Hi, I'm Wes, this is Paul with Noria, and today we want to talk a little bit about fluid cleanliness. Paul, machines fail because of contamination, right? I mean, we see this day to day. What type of contaminants get in there?
Yep, solids, dirt, wear metal, even water, air.
So if we can keep the contaminants out, our machines are going to last longer, right? It's the oil, it's the fluids that usually get contaminated, transport those contaminants to the bearings, gears, or anything else. And there's usually two sides of this. There's contaminant exclusion.
Yep,
right?
Keeping the contaminants out of the system.
Yeah, good seals, good breathers, things like that.
Exactly.
But then there's contaminant removal. And that's what we want to talk to you about today, because right now what we have is the Oilsafe portable and stationary filtration units. And what I like about these Oilsafe units is they've really put safety first, all right? So whenever you think about a filter cart or a filter panel, one of the most frustrating things is walking up and just seeing oil everywhere.
Exactly.
It's leaking,
so
it's drained
frustrating.
out. You got to clean it up, so you got the consumables, you got all the materials that have to be disposed of.
Safety hazards.
Slips, trips, and falls,
exactly,
right?
Yep.
So they have designed their systems with 3 levels of spill protection.
Yeah, so they had the quick disconnects here. They actually had the removable spill basin here for mess-free filter changes, and they also have the third level spill containment right here, the little trough at the bottom.
Absolutely. For the stationary unit, for the portable, you'll see exactly the same thing. So at least everything's contained, but I mean, they have made them to where they're not going to leak that much. So whenever we think about filtration units, most of them are only rated based upon how good their filters are.
How good are these filters?
Well, these filters are all Beta 2000 filters, so that's 99.95% efficient, but they've got 3 different micron sizes. So they've got a 4, a 7, and a 25 micron filter. And they also have a water removal option.
Okay, so you're not only removing solids with these filters, you can also remove water as well.
Oh, absolutely, right? You get free emulsified water, the filter will scrub it out. And with the 2 filter setup like this, a tandem setup, what really helps out is we can use a coarse filter on the inlet side and a more fine filter on the outlet side.
So you got your particulates and then your moisture.
Yeah, or the 25 micron backed up by a 4 or 7 or something like that, so we get a polishing effect as the oil flows through it.
Which is especially good in like hydraulic units when that oil has to be especially clean.
Really clean, yes. That's right. And then of course, when we think about changing out the elements or moving them around, really everything about these carts have been made for ease of use. You know, starting with the quick connects. I know that you like the color-coded.
Yeah, I love these. We use them a lot. I see them a lot in the field. You know, they come in 10 different colors. They're really easy as far as disconnecting and connecting, draining and filling, things along those lines.
You can't push the wrong color on the
exactly.
other one.
So if you don't have a tag on the system, only the blue is going to fit in the blue.
Yeah, that's it. And then of course the filter, they're designed to open space so they're more easily changed and everything else. Plus, what they have done is they have purposefully picked motors and pumps to make sure that the oil moves through the filter in a slower manner to where we're not generating a lot of static, which is very common in a lot of oils out there.
Exactly, and a lot of places that we go to.
Oh, sure, right? There's a lot of Class 1, Div 1 places where they've got fumes, dusts, particles in the air that are highly flammable. If we had an open spark, that's not good. So at least we're looking at the safety aspect. Now, the filters here too, they're a medium pressure filter, pleated media, but that media is completely bonded to the end caps. It's a good welded seam in there to where we make sure that the oil doesn't bypass the filter internally. We make sure that the oil has to go through the filter
So
itself.
it's actually filtering out what needs to be filtered out.
Oh, absolutely. Because oil will take the path of least resistance. So if there's any openings in there, that oil is going to move through there.
If there's any flex in that media.
And that's right. These aren't going to flex. So we don't have that same sort of issue where the filter may break down over time.
Exactly.
So really good systems to look at for anyone's lubrication program.
So as far as oil analysis goes, I see that they have the before and after sampling ports, which is awesome as far as knowing when to change your filters, knowing the condition of your media, and things along those lines.
Differential pressure gauges. I mean, they've really thought about how these should be used. Now, I mean, whenever we think about a stationary unit, where do you typically see stationary units?
So generally you'll see these stationary units hooked up to like a small circulating system. Hydraulic systems are an especially good spot for them. Large gearboxes, really anywhere that you're going to need that really heavily mounted. Yes, exactly, that heavy duty permanently mounted system.
Maybe even in a lube room.
Lube rooms are excellent uses for these.
Drums, anything like that. And then of course portable options.
Yeah, so these are better for a dedicated lubricant, not necessarily a dedicated machine as this as the stationary filtering unit, but the portable unit is good for dedicated lubricants where You know, you can go out there, all the gearboxes that have the 220s in them. Exactly. You can
same
use
hydraulic
that.
system.
Exactly.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, really good options. Big tires make it a lot easier to do.
Yep, very robust system.
When it comes to options, these are AC driven for either
so
system.
Some heavy duty systems.
Oh, absolutely. So pretty excited about the units. All right, so for more information on these products, just visit the link below.